live. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Woo.
Goddamn Saturday edition, man.
Yes, sir.
And I'm feeling good.
God damn it.
And I'm feeling great.
Hell yeah.
I cannot be stopped. I'm eating off my plate.
Yeah.
It's so good today. I am chilling like a motherfucking villain. Saturday edition. Let's get this bitch popping on a mission. Got to bubble up. Let me not give a fuck about what them people say or what them people see about you and them. Him and her and them and they. That's them people that say shit that you cannot tell from which way it came from. I call it wind talking. When they get the wind talking, I tell the ass get to walking. What's wind talking? That's when you saying shit from the spirit in your soul and your motherfucking super ego. You the motherfucking Holy Spirit. Talk that shit, I don't wanna hear it. I don't wanna come near it. Leave me alone. I fuck with you. I'm stuck with you. But since I gotta be around you, I'ma keep it up for you. Yeah, let's get this motherfucker popping today, Lynn. How you feel?
Man, I feel gravy, baby, like sausage and biscuits on a Sunday morning.
Is you ready to put the spin on this motherfucker?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to put the king, the motherfucking dream, 360 spin, pivot in the paint, jump up, go crazy, spin on this motherfucker today, Lynn?
You already
Well, you already know I'm finna get you something to spin with. I'm finna get you something to spin with. You ready? Let me get you something to spin
Give
with.
me something to spin with.
Spin
Word.
time. I'm gonna give you something to spin with.
Give me something to spin with.
Let's get it. Spin.
I want it like bacon and eggs and biscuits and jelly kind of
Yeah.
spin.
Spin.
And I can't wait until my sister come in. Hey, but until then, yo, woo, I would just like to welcome all of my Blue Dots family and squad to the show. And you better be ready, because you already know that you have tapped, tuned, and turned on to the most dopest show in the whole wide globe. Baby. And all we need you to do is stay true to you and only you. You got to act like, imagine, and feel like you want to be blue. That's all we ask of you every day when we come in here live from Clark Studios, bringing you into the new, getting you ready for a new day with a new way and a new view for a new you. You can imagine that you do whatever it is that you want to do. When you come in here and you get these dope lessons, because we got the lights, the camera, the action, the singing, the rapping, we got the poetry and the plays. We just need you to get your ass on stage. Get out of your seat, get on both of your feet, and dance your own self happy when you hear that funky ass beat. Yay!
I like when motherfucker you spin that motherfucker. You sound like goddamn Bob off the Price is Right up.
I'm trying to Charles Barkley your ass, back you down into the post and just wow.
You sounded like goddamn Pat Sajak. Show him, give him that bicycle again. Hey, you back goddamn, you the Pat Sajak.
I'm
Well,
gonna
y'all
Charles
already know what
Barkley
time
your
it
ass.
is.
Yes.
It's time for the motherfucking what time?
It's
Song
time
of all songs.
it's time to play the game. It's time to work your brain. It's time to exercise your muscles and bubble up, man.
I think I want a little bit of this beat though.
I think you do.
I can't let you
it
have
feel
that
like you.
motherfucker like that.
Yeah, I already
Yeah.
know how you bubble. Hi.
You done jumped on the beat and spent that thing.
Yeah.
I'm the type of motherfucker do anything.
Yeah.
I go hard if you want me, man. You
Yeah.
can't stop me, man. I keep going, man. I'm a energizer bunny. I'm a battery. I don't give a fuck about the pink bears after me. I better be on my P's and Q's, on my Q's and P's, cause I see some things. Nobody can never tell me what to do, cause I do what I wanna do. I don't give a fuck about you, and I don't give a fuck about your crew. Nobody can. Wow, let's go ahead and get this motherfucking class started.
Let's get this motherfucking class started.
Song about what is this right here?
Hey, yes, that's my spiel now. Hold on. When I hear that beat, then I drop that deal. I'm the introducer in this motherfucker.
There you go. But watch this goddamn.
Cause that's my sister, and I like to bring her in on the rafters up out of the ceiling and the chandeliers, like the Black Widow that we ears. It's the song of all songs, taught by the teacher of all teachers for the class of all classes, and it's starring the star of all stars. There she is. I feel alive. Yes, sir.
Expecting.
Already. You better know it.
Come on.
Hell yeah. Surely is. You better.
Let's go.
Come on. Let's go.
I wake up in the vortex, tuning into my soul.
Come on. I keep you.
Keeps me alive, baby.
That's right. Hey. Get it, Chris. How y'all feeling today? Yes. Ha. Yes. Get up.
Y'all already know what time it is. Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. It will be given to me. Give it to me.
Work it.
Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me.
Yes, ma'am.
It will be given to me. Man, you ready to put that Franklin on it?
Oh, yes. Let's get it, Chris.
Let me get some of that.
Okay, you go ahead then.
Oh, yeah. No, you got it.
Franklin, I'm in the vortex and every girl around me on the green bubble. No trouble on another level. Every car I ever want was driven, black and brilliant, educated and cocky, destined for greatness, man. No one can stop me. And if you need the blueprint, just watch me. My back the block is trying to
Man,
get
goddamn.
If your day is going great, yes it is. You tuned in, tapped in. Yes I am. Change your life. Yes. Keep you alive, baby. I'm here for the show. Y'all know what to do. Let's see what I can do, y'all. Get it. Get up.
I'm bubbling.
Man, I got my spine is tingling. Around here. So damn what?
Mama, auntie, uncle, daddy.
Yes.
Fuck you. Come on.
Everything.
Yes, sir.
I wanted.
You already know.
That I ever needed.
That's right.
I stopped Craig, mom, hit myself. I stopped Craig, mom, hit myself.
That's right.
Fast in the bubble.
Show.
Hey.
I stopped Craig, mom, and myself.
Yeah.
You better stop Craig, mom, and yourself.
Woo. Yeah.
Man, that thing feels good this morning.
Yes,
goddamn.
it does. It feels good. It looks good. Look at my sister.
Hey.
Girl, you was rocking that dress with that pompadour.
Thank you.
That little ponytail in the back. Girl, show them the side view. Show them how you twerk that right there. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. Yes.
Well, let's jump in it. Get back to how we be spinning it.
Yes,
Who
ma'am.
are my first 5 that made it in on time?
Official gatekeeper for the day on this Saturday edition of day number 2 of oh my gosh, I just lost my thought.
21 days of imagination. We gonna get a bell for that. Bing.
Yes, thank you very much. Our gatekeeper for the day is the miracle of all miracles, Mela. Coming in at spot number 1, we got the author, Sam Does, coming in at spot number 2. Checking in for the sisters at spot number 3 is our girl, Courtney Bowman.
Hey,
the
Courtney.
Courtney of all Courtney. Spot
Yes.
number 4 is the brothers holding down the dough. The Zoe of Zoes, Lorenzo.
Hey,
spot
hey.
number 4. And then a new name I'm not
New,
familiar
new.
with.
And Crew.
And Crew coming in at spot number 5. Thank you.
Ooh, Lord.
Ooh, we appreciate you for joining us on our Saturday edition of the Bears and Bubbles Morning Show. This is day 2 of 21 days of
Imagination.
Imagine all people. And this is our part of our show. We like to give love to our cash appers, our chaperones. Those are the people that gave cash after the show. Like I said, we have instant access to that. We can use that. If you super chat, you get your love on the spot. Our cash appers, our chaperones from yesterday, is Kimberly Shields. Kimberly Shields. We
Thank
got
you, Kimberly.
Dose L. Sams doing what she do.
Nurse
and
Sam.
Contessa Hill. Again, from top to bottom, bottom to top, Contessa Hills, Dose L. Sams, and Kimberly Shields. And Dose L. Sams, Kimberly Shields, and Contessa Hill. We appreciate y'all for doing what y'all do, making this what it is.
Thank you. And I see we got some newcomers. Mother, can you put your glasses on and welcome our newcomers?
Well, we got a newcomer in here early this morning. Somebody named Ann Crew. Ann Crew, we appreciate you for being here and doing what you do. Let's see, do we have any more newcomers? I see Ann Crew. Natasha Walker. I don't know if I've seen that name before, but either way, welcome, Ann. Welcome, Natasha. We pray that you behave accordingly, okay? Y'all behave accordingly.
Thank you, Mother. You did such a wonderful job. You must have had your sage this morning and
Saged up.
everything you needed. All right, right glasses.
Saged up and fucking down, child.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in to the weekend edition of the Bears and Bubbles Morning Show. I am Chris Clark, your hostess with the mostest on all goddamn coasters. And we are here to give you the treasure that will make your life betterer and betterer and betterer.
Yes,
oh
sir.
my goodness, Lynn, can you hit us with the spin from yesterday's lesson on this 21 day of imagination?
Honey, baby,
child.
Baby child. Let me hit you with the hashtags from yesterday. What was it? Rather than I see dead people, we decided we see feelings.
Feelings.
Oh, yes.
Do it. Okay.
Nothing more than feelings.
And I tell you, man, the lesson was more beyond fire. It was like the roof was on fire. The whole house was on fire with this lesson yesterday. We talked about how we could see our feelings, that our feelings are, let's see, what's the word I'm looking for?
Valid.
Yes, they are valid. And they derive from images, okay? So we can't necessarily control the images, but we are absolutely entitled and responsible for controlling our feelings. Yes. And we also learned that how you imagine, how you image has a direct effect on your feelings.
Yes,
exactly.
goddammit.
Yes.
Grace
And
Ben.
your feelings affect how you imagine.
Yep.
So to wrap it up, you need to let your white precede you. You need to pre-skeet on the pre-cum.
Pre-skeet,
on the
skeet,
pre-pee.
motherfucker.
You need to send your inner Eddie, that
pre-skeet,
little blue
skeet,
dot
skeet,
ahead of you
goddamn.
on the airplane, so the lady will be sure to give you 2 handfuls of cookies. Basically, you only have a choice to have expected plans. You
Okay.
expect that your plans is going to go exactly how the hell you imagine and you feel they are going to go. Bingo.
Bingo.
already goddamn
Let's give
know
it
what
up for
time it
Lynn
is.
as she
Yes.
spent yesterday's
Spin that
lesson,
motherfucker.
Yes.
making it very easy for people to jump in, tune in, and turn up to the lessons.
Yes.
All these lessons go hand in hand. When you come in, it's not going to be hard to understand the one that came before it.
Yes.
So without further ado, is everybody ready for the master teacher, the guru,
Yes.
your daddy?
Yes.
Well, let's give it
Yes.
up
Yes.
for the baby.
Y'all already know what time it is, goddamn. Can I feel it? Can I feel it? Can y'all sing it with me this morning? Sing this thing with me this morning. I feel good, y'all. Put your motherfucking hands up in the air if you feel good and you know what time it is. If you know it's time to get your motherfucking mind right, let's do it, y'all.
Yes.
Today I might snow, tomorrow I'll rain. I'll be fine flying high, you'll be crying, placing blame. I'm feeling so high, I'm living my life, and I ain't got time to tell no motherfucker no reasons why to check this. I'm a grown motherfucker, ain't no baby child. I've been doing this shit for a little while. And I'm in this bitch with a Saturday edition, and I got some shit to say. Got some shit to teach, some shit to preach. Motherfucker, I ain't no leech. I just wanna give you as you give me. Feel free to motherfucking be you as I be me. God damn it, let's do what we do. I'ma be my true blue and you be brand new. If we brand new, we can do what we got to do. And all you got to do is be you, bitch. Be you. Goddamn BU Cafe, man.
Yes.
BU Cafe, man. Today's lessons we talking, man. And you need, goddamn, I like to hit myself in the goddamn lip. Shit. Excuse me, y'all. We need to have the mind of a child. We need to have a mind of a child. I'm puzzled why let me see, can I fix my camera? I am puzzled why that shit look like that so much. I don't understand what's happening, goddammit. Let me just bring my body fully in. I don't care. I just want to see my body. I don't give a shit about that other shit. I want to see my body.
Yes, fix the image to how you feel.
Now, we need to have the mind of a child. You can't get a child down. A child you can send to their goddamn room. You on punishment all goddamn weekend for doing what you do. And as a parent, you put the child on punishment for the weekend because what you trying to do? You're trying to avoid whooping that ass.
Yeah.
You're trying to avoid whooping that ass, and you didn't imagine yourself being nice. But as a parent, don't you get mad when you go in the room and your child is on punishment and they and that motherfucker, you done took all their toys, you done took the game out the room, and they got a goddamn sock throwing it up on the wall. I'd be like, hey, goddammit, I sent you in here to goddamn be bored and miserable the whole goddamn weekend. I ain't sent you in here to goddamn have a good time.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck wrong with you? My son Davion, he never used to write. He never wrote, never draw. If I put that bitch on punishment, he'll use all his goddamn paper up. Just like his mama back there writing poems and shit. You know what I'm saying? But the funny thing is, as an adult, I would get mad when they are having a good time after I done tried to take everything from them. A child still can have a good time. I would go in his room, that bitch in the corner, he done made a basketball go, he done took a sock and tied the bitch on the thing, he dunking in there, he like, I open the door, he like, and instantly he know, this motherfucker's upset that I'm having a good time. He stop. He don't say, hey man, you sent me to my goddamn room.
Yeah.
I can do what the fuck I want to do in here, right?
Yeah.
He don't say that. He instantly know. Because what he does is he thinks he's doing something wrong. Meaning he understand that he having a good time on punishment. And he know he not supposed to do that. He don't supposed to be making no noise just showing he in there having a good time. But watch this. Why can he have a good time on fucking punishment? He has the mind of a child. He has so much ahead of him. And he doesn't have a whole lot of things that's pink in him to make him doubt life. to doubt his very existence. He don't know about bills. He don't know about nothing. You put a motherfucking nigga in the room by themselves 3 days and we'll go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
We won't enjoy the boredom of life. One thing I love, when I look up and I say, man, I'm bored as shit, I be like, oh, good time. Good time. That's the time for me. Imagine shit. I ain't gonna turn the TV on. I'm bored. That mean I ain't got nothing to do, no place to go, no motherfucking allegations, no prior commitments, no nothing. I said allegations. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to say that. But the point I'm making is when I'm bored, that's when I'm gonna use my imagination the most. That's what most motherfuckers have ever done. When they was bored, they went in the boom boom room.
Yes, sir.
Do you know your imagination is the boom boom room?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's why we got that off Life when Eddie Murphy said, hey, man, what's up? They said the boom boom room. They said, man, what's up with the boom boom room? And once he explained to him what the boom boom room was, he said, so the fucking club don't exist, huh? He said, no, the club don't exist. And everybody got quiet like, motherfucker, we thought you was going to tell us a story about the goddamn boom boom room. The next night, the radio didn't work. And then they said, hey, Ray, tell us that goddamn lie you was going to tell us last night that we didn't want to hear. We ain't want to hear that lie last night. We ain't want to hear that lie last night. But tonight, we want to hear that lie.
Yes.
We want to be entertained by you.
Yes.
We want you to do what you do, Ray, because you the leader of the boom boom room.
Yeah.
Martin ain't want to hear that shit. Martin didn't want to hear that shit. Martin been listening to that dumb shit the whole time coming from New York to Mississippi. He didn't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
Martin got sick of Ray's stories. Ray coming up to him, this how we gonna get out. This how we gonna escape. Martin got sick of that shit. But they say to Ray, tell us that lie. We in jail, prison, for life. I guarantee we can feel happy if you tell us that lie. Tell us that lie. And that's what that kid is in the room doing. Lying to themselves about everything they gonna be in life. Lying, imagining. Man, let me get into the message.
Get in it. Yeah.
We have the ability to get very specific about the things we don't want. Because specific.
Go ahead and
I
get
want
it.
to
Go
say
in it. Go get it.
Specific.
How many times you got to say that today?
Specificity. Whatever. I'm going to do it like anybody else. Specificness.
Yeah.
Put that NES on that motherfucker. Y'all know what I mean. Specificness, we know does what? Creates momentum. And it speeds up momentum. We can be very specific about what we don't want or what we think gonna happen that's bad. Think about this for a second.
Yeah, okay.
If it's something that we don't want, a conversation that we don't want to have, if it's a conversation we afraid of, if it's something that we lack, if it's something we doubt, we can get very specific about that. Think about it. How easy is it to dream up ways bad shit gonna happen?
Very.
Think about this for a second. How hard it is to dream up ways that good shit gonna happen. It's hard to do the good. It's hard to do the good. Why? I'm gonna teach you something. As black people, we used to being down. We used to feeling bad. We done got used to feeling bad and things not going our way, so we don't work hard to feel good. You know what I mean? It's almost like if you done got used to a chick sucking your meat and she dry handing you, you ain't gonna keep talking about that. You gonna just say, I don't want no meat sucking. You ain't gonna keep telling a person the same thing over and over. Your mama used to say, I done told your ass once. Next goddamn time I'm coming in and tear your motherfucking ass up.
Yeah.
We used to that. We used to when motherfuckers ask us questions or when we have questions. From birth, we're used to, hey, mom, children supposed to be seen, not heard. Take your ass outside and play. A lot of the times, I didn't even get to use my imagination because I was outside in action. My mama didn't let me sit in the goddamn house. I wanted to sit in the house under the goddamn fan where it was cool and draw and write raps and play sock basketball. Take your goddamn ass outside. Ain't no imagination today. You getting out there, you acting in this goddamn world.
You on stage.
Yes.
Think about this. We can get very specific about the things that we don't want. We can tell 50,000 fucking horror stories about the things that we don't want. But it's very hard to tell a motherfucking story clearly about what you do want. You ask people what you want in a man, they're very general. Just a good man. Man loving, caring, care about me. What you don't want on a man. I don't want to be hit. I don't want no broke ass nigga. I don't want no nigga that can't buy this. Yeah. I don't want no nigga with a little dick. I don't want to do this. We can be very specific. What you want in a woman? Man, shit, you know, I just want a good chick, you know, somebody, wifey material. Ain't that real fucking general? Yeah. You know, what you want in a woman? Man, long as she wifey material. What the fuck is wifey material? See, when you have to explain what you want, it's hard. And sometimes people feel like you asking them to do too much. Yeah. What you want for dinner tonight, I'm buying. Pretty much anything, I don't care.
Yeah.
What you mean anything, pretty much you don't care? I'm giving you the specific opportunity to choose what you want.
I know what I want specifically for lunch.
What do you want?
I want the fresh avocado from my Mexican place.
Oh, okay. That's specific. Now she can see that. See how she said,
I want
she
that.
see that motherfucker grinding that shit, cutting that shit, feeding us that shit right in front of us. She can see it. Bowl. She want her own bowl. This shit costs $9. But I guess that put her in a vortex.
Even though Lynn can make that shit in the kitchen real quick.
The Mexican sits there and he makes avocado right in front of your face, and it costs $9.
You want me to make it in front of your face?
Yeah, guacamole, $9 fucking dollars.
Perfect.
But see how specific she know what she want. Let me go to the board, because I certain things I like teaching at the board.
Go to the board.
Even if I ain't writing.
You know, I thought about when we was talking about Davion, I remember the reason why I know I became aware that I could write poetry because I was on punishment in the 7th grade.
Wow.
And I couldn't go out. When I got off the bus, I had 10 minutes to get upstairs. My mother didn't let me go to the store. She didn't let me do nothing that could let me have any type of fun. And I was just sitting in the room bored with nothing, like, I'm in the room bored. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I just started writing from that point.
Yeah. Yep. And I would have to say that's how and when I learned that I could read, like comprehend a whole book in a couple of days in my room on punishment. And I can decorate and design clothes and stuff like that. Or maybe just not on punishment. My folks doing what they do and it wasn't what I was doing. So I'm just in my room chilling, imagining.
Imagination. The greatest inventions came from people being bored, sitting around saying, I wonder. I wonder. And then they went into the boom boom room and wondered more. And that wonderment turned into action to doing, and they continue to do. Do you think the motherfucker that invented the light bulb or the Wright brothers invented the airplane, do you think they got up every day, I got to go out to this beach and work on this plane? No, they got up, yo, let's get another thing. Oh shit, I got to earn some money, save something to get another part. Get the part. Oh shit, do you think they were afraid of crashing and dying? How many times the motherfuckers crashed before that bitch kept flying?
A lot.
How many times that goddamn plane crashed before? How many times did motherfucking commercial jets that we fly on crash? I can imagine when the motherfucker first got on the ship, they said, you want us to get on the ship and sail how far? Hell goddamn no. No way. No. I'm the Queen of England. I ain't doing it. You can try. That's why they were sending criminals and stuff on voyages like that. They thought the world was flat. They thought you could fall off the earth. They thought the Loch Ness Monster could get you. A lot of stuff. After about 5-6 years of motherfuckers going back and forth, coming back with shit, that's when the Queen might say, you know what?
Yeah.
This ship shit is alright.
Yeah.
I'll give it a motherfucking try. But she imagined that bitch going down at first.
Yeah.
But after she saw people sail 5-6 years, then she decided, okay,
I'll try.
I imagine myself making it.
Yeah.
It's just like a plane. America has its first plane, American Airlines. It's 1948, and we're going to test the first American Airlines plane. Commercial jet. Who volunteered to get on that motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? I think it's that. Who volunteered to get on that motherfucker? Oh, it's 1933. We have the first American Airlines plane flight from California to North Carolina. If you want to, who volunteered to get on that motherfucker? The person that volunteered imagined themselves and saw themselves landing in North Carolina.
Yeah.
They didn't imagine or saw themselves crashing over the ocean. When motherfuckers go out of space, they imagine themselves going up, getting home. They don't imagine themselves blowing the fuck up. We get very specific about what we don't want.
Yeah.
We can be general about what we want. Oh, we can't even describe what we want.
No.
Ain't even got enough words to describe what I want.
Yeah.
You ask a motherfucker, this when you know a motherfucker lying. What's the things you love about your woman? Oh man, she's indescribable. You can't be specific.
No.
Most couples I ask, when I put them on the board, what you like about your husband? Kristen seen me do that. Couples, I bored. And I said, give me some green bubbles about your husband. Watch this. Let me show you how this works so we can see this and understand this. How the mind works.
Show them how it works.
Y'all can talk or take the mic though when I start doing this.
This is just so good.
This is what happens right here. I'm going to use probably orange because it's short better.
Okay.
I can tell women, tell me some good things about your husband, right? And they'll say, well, he work. He work. Well, goddamn. That's a good bubble about a husband. Guess what they said? He a provider.
Yeah.
Ain't that just generic, general shit? And then
can.
I've had women say, this is a good thing to women. He don't hit me. God damn.
Yeah.
He non-violent towards you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't hit me. Right? And then when you get into the relationship and we get to talking, and this is how the board works. For you know it, that she'll say, he worked too much. And make the work pink. He yelled too much. Now the non-violence, yelling scaring the hell out of you. And then you say, he controlling with money. And then I'll say, well, we got to take them off the blue side. Off the green side. And they'll get to thinking. And they don't want to take it off in front of their husband. I say, it can't be both.
Yeah.
90% of the time, the things that women or men list about their wife, I have to put it on the pink side. The very things that they started off blue, think about your own self right now. If you had to describe some qualities about your wife, or your mate, or your best friend to people, oh, I fuck with them.
Yeah, it's so general.
I fuck with them. So general. Your imagination, what you see is what you get. It's what you believe. It's the vibration. Let me tell y'all a quick story. When Lynn come back from Texas, she like, I got gifts for everybody. She bought some stones back, some rocks from Texas for us. She bought some souvenirs. And she was like, yo, I got you something. I was like, what is it? She was like, it's called Fruit Passion. I said, what is it? She like, it's some sage. I said, you had sage on the plane? She was like, yeah, go in my pocketbook and get it. I bring her her purse. Let me finish so you can say, it's sage. So I opened the little sage case up. It's 2 half of sages in there and a bud. So instantly I'm like, good job. But I gotta fuss a little bit. You know you can't bring that on the plane, right? She like, what? on the plane, I had a drink of some kind of fucking what you call that shit? Limerita. I had a limerita. They told me I couldn't take it on the plane. They said just drink it down, and I drunk it down. They got dogs at the airport.
I didn't see no dogs.
They did.
The point I'm making was her imagination and how she viewed and saw herself put her in a vibration where she walked in the motherfucker. Hey, doggy. Hey, police dog. Dog could be barking. They be like, go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah.
I know you goddamn well. You ain't got nothing running up on this dog like that. Whereas I'd have tried that. I'm so scared. I'd have been walking through that airport like, I got a blood. Goddamn it. Don't take me.
I'm sorry.
I see myself getting caught.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have no criminal record. I always saw myself getting caught. Whenever my friends would say, yo, let's do some shit. We gonna go do some shit. We gonna go do some shit.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm gonna get caught. I'm gonna be the one. I imagine my mama, if your goddamn ass gonna stay in there, goddamn it. I ain't coming to get you goddamn ass out of jail.
Yeah.
I imagine my mama leaving me in jail because she said, if your ass get locked up out here for something, I'm going to leave your goddamn ass in there to court day. Yeah. I imagine that. My friends had mothers that made them imagine ain't nothing they can do wrong. I always got my baby back. I always got my baby back. My friends had mothers that picked them up from practice every day. My friend had mothers that picked me up from practice. So I would believe my friend's mama would get me out of jail for my own fucking mama. But I'm with him. So she got to get her son out of jail. I always saw myself as going to jail, getting fucked in the ass, or having to fight to defend my asshole. Every day I got to fight to defend my goddamn asshole. And it's a nigga standing there talking about syrup or jelly. That's why I never did shit like that. I never did shit like that. I always saw myself. But I also always saw myself playing about, that nigga was dope with his hands, wasn't he?
Yes.
You see how big he was?
Yeah.
So what I do is with syrup. I can't imagine walking in jail. He like, what's up, big man? I'm like, what's good, bro? He like, everything good? He like, yo, I want to talk to you about something. What's up, bro? Syrup or jelly? What you mean? You gonna have to suck my asshole out? No, the fuck I ain't. I don't know where you imagine that at.
Wait a minute.
God! With how hard they say, God!
Why you gotta go so hard?
Imagination requires specific momentum. It really takes a rampage of pictures. Y'all
okay. Oh,
a rampage of pictures.
You said that yesterday.
Because we think in pictures.
Right.
Yes.
We say and hear words in our mind, but we see the images. We thinking in pictures. So a rampage of images is me saying, I want to sell a detox today. Let's say that.
Yeah.
So I may see myself 17 ways, 17 pictures of how I be when I sell a detox.
Yeah, because I saw myself sharing that forbidden fruit with y'all when
Yeah.
I got here.
Yeah.
That's what you said,
all
yeah.
the details
You
in
skipped
between.
between, yeah.
Like, yeah, we going to blow this
Exactly.
tree when we get
Ooh, I love
back to
that.
India.
See yourself
That shit had me
17 ways.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I see it. I said, oh shit, my shit hit. Right?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I sold the tox.
Yeah.
I got a ritual I do.
Uh-huh.
I do certain things. I see myself doing that. I see myself going to the post office. I see myself, whenever I sell a tox, I like to get me some for myself off top. I see myself going to the store, getting me some goddamn fettuccine or something. I see myself doing something. See yourself in these situations. I see myself in the pussy. I see myself at the computer typing. I see myself on stage. I see myself going on this city tour. I see myself. Wendy said, hey, let's do a tour. I said, okay. Apparently her imagination is stronger than mine because I haven't imagined how to do a tour. She like, shit, we gonna do that shit, boy.
Yeah.
That ain't shit.
Nope.
I said, well, goddamn, imagine all people. You know what I'm saying? The type of girl or guy you like, It's based off your imagination. You ever thought about that? The type of person you like is based off your imagination.
Yeah.
If he wear these type of shoes, he'll kick a nigga ass. What?
Yeah,
He wear Timbs.
That's right.
That means he'll kick a nigga ass. What about when the followers, when everybody just started wearing Timbs? You see how you get what you don't want by assuming? Imagination is an assumption.
Yeah.
I would rather assume the good than assume the bad.
Yeah.
I assume all my bills gonna be met. I assume all my needs will be met according to the riches and glory of Christ Jesus. Y'all remember that? I assume. We look at something and say, I like girls with fat asses. I like these kind of girls. I like dark skin. Why? You think dark skinned girls act a certain way. You think tall girls act a certain way. You think slim girls act a certain way. Your imagination is what's doing that. What if we didn't allow our imagination to dream up all the negative thoughts about the most important conversations we need to have with people? What if we imagine ourselves being able to communicate with back and forth? I always imagine that for my wife. And me and my wife never raise our voice at each other. Never argue now. This shit is almost funny. Because she got this new thing she do, and I could be saying, Chris, she said, I can have whatever I want, Javon. I don't have, and I'd be like, this bitch using the class on me. And ain't nothing I can say. And I say, Chris, I might be joking with her. Chris, I'm going out. I'm going to have a good time, She said, have a good time. I missed that. Where you going? What time you coming back? I said, goddamn, bitch, you too free now. I'm joking, but the point I'm making, what if we were not afraid to have the conversations we need to have? What if the entire black race, like we was behind Martin Luther King, I never thought it, but now that he doing it, the whole black race imagined Dr. King going in there, getting some shit done with that president.
Yeah.
And some shit got done.
Yeah.
The whole black race imagined themselves having civil rights. You know how I know? Because they went out and marched with the nigga.
Yeah.
They imagined the shit worked.
Yeah.
You know with some motherfuckers here and there like, you goddamn fool, I ain't sending my wife and children out there. Imagine Martin Luther King's imagination to dream up some shit like, look here fellas, this is how we gonna do it. It's gonna be me and all your wives and children. What the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah.
They not gonna hit our women and children. Man, them crackers will goddamn hit them women and children. Martin Luther King was smart. He knew their only beef was with the black man. Ain't no white folk never had no beef with no black woman. He needs y'all because y'all have the babies of the labor force. Ain't no white man never had, Martin Luther King said, and guess what? For the most part, they ain't hitting the women and children. They sprayed the goddamn water hoses on them. That's why they came up with the water hose idea. So they didn't have to beat them fucking women and children on TV. That's why they came up with the police dog idea. Like, let the dogs, because they didn't want to beat them. Oh, I can't control the dog killer trying to get her. I can't control killer. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you just, little girl, bop. White folks in New York, all across the country would have said, no way. No way. That's what happened with Emmett Till's mom. She said, leave the goddamn casket open. I don't want folks to have to keep imagining what they doing to us. I want them to see it, and after they see it, it's going to put an image in their head and make them say, God damn, we got to do something. We got to do something. We got to do something. We thinking pictures. How do you feel before you get on the plane? If you felt nervous, you would have a, premonition and not get on. Right?
Yeah.
When you feel nervous about something, you just feel it and you're seeing a lines. I got a gut feeling, man. I ain't doing this shit. When you go against that gut feeling, Your imagination see it so well that it make you physically feel a certain way. You better not go against that gut feeling. Now let me break something down to you.
Break it on down.
Imagination is tuning into a vibration of something not yet manifested, so much so that you can envision it. Let's say it again.
Say it again, please, yeah.
Imagination is tuning into the frequency of vibration of something that you want so bad that you can envision it. I'm going to read it one more time. Imagination is tuning into the vibration of something not yet manifested so much that you can envision it. By the time you go to sleep and dream about some boy, you want that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's a blessing to have a vision. You know how many motherfuckers couldn't see themselves making it past 21? You know how many motherfuckers couldn't see themselves as two-parent homes? You know how many motherfuckers can't see the things they want? I guess what I'm saying is, if you're daydreaming about something, man, you are tuned in to the vibration sitting in the fucking boom boom room, and it's gonna happen.
Yes, sir.
Because a lot of motherfuckers can't feel like something long enough to see it. Most people start to go with how they feel. Oh, look at that fat ass just walked by. Oh, imagine having sex with her, I get hard. I can imagine in my mind without seeing anything. The point I'm making is, when you see yourself doing something, you are in the boom boom room tuned in. You have to get to the point where you're not a lazy thinker.
That's how I was.
Where you can see yourself. I'm in the vortex and every girl around me on a green bubble. Your boom boom room is full of things that you've ever thought, wanted, desired, or needed. So you mean to tell me you can't go think about nothing in there? You can't think about nothing good? You want to stay in Debbie land? You mean to tell me you don't have one duck hooked up to a fucking truck ready to pull something? You mean to tell me you ain't got one log in the fire? You mean to tell me you ain't got one motherfucking option? You ain't got one thing you can think about and figure. We lazy-minded.
Yes, yes.
My wife used to be so fucking lazy-minded. She would be telling me a story, and as she telling the story, I might ask one question of a detail. Was it the weekend or was it? I don't know. What the fuck you asked me that shit for?
I'm like, stop.
I'm like, goddamn, was it day or night?
Yeah.
She like, I did this and we got to argue and this happened and then I fell. I said, whoa, baby, was it day or night? I don't know. I said, you can't go back and see what's the fucking sun or the moon out. Tomorrow you always, I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
Or like when you went to do the porn. I said, put the outfit on that you're going to wear so you can see yourself on stage coming back out there, pulling your dress up or fixing your collar right here after you accept that award. You can't imagine yourself accepting an award if you don't know your outfit.
Yeah.
Do you know them goddamn boys been to have a draft suit for when they get drafted, they know what they're going to wear. They see themselves walking on stage. They see themselves. Let me move forward.
Yeah.
Find a safe way to get in your boom boom room.
Yes.
You got to have something that can take you to your boom boom room.
Yes.
Sir.
Find a safe way to get your mind off that pink bag.
Yeah.
You got to have a safe way to get in your boom boom room. And I told y'all all you have to do is rampage images in your head.
Yeah.
And if you want to, if you can't do it, say it out loud. I can rampage apple, orange, pear, grape, watermelon, seeds, pumpkin seeds, fucking, you see, doing that is not on the problem. I'm not on the problem. Apple, I see an apple. I don't see the written
Okay.
I don't see that. You have to be able to practice. We don't practice We lazy-minded. We literally think shit like that is stupid. How do you think you're going to feel better? Find a safe way to get in the boom boom room. And imagination is sitting in the boom boom room looking at all your toys and gifts. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. Specifically. Man, look at this shit around me. I got a school over there. I got a goddamn grocery store over there. I got a city over there. Man, I got my four-wheelers over there. I got my guns like I like. I'm hunting. I got me a goddamn sex camp like R. Kelly over here. Everybody legal. We got IDs. Everything is good. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how we don't find our imagination, our mind's eye. Our mind's eye. A pro athlete, anybody that made it to pro, then you know you played top D1 volleyball.
And I play professional.
And professional volleyball. Every sprint you run, something in you has to imagine, this is what's going to make me go pro. This is that sprint. This is that bench. This is that squat. This is that jumper. They saw themselves and they were able to keep going because they imagined taking care of their mama. They imagined buying a house. Mm-hmm. Their imagination and images superseded and overrided their feelings. Mm-hmm. I remember after practice, 2 days, so motherfucking sore, we get in a motherfucking ice bath. Yeah. That shit hurt my body. Yeah. I feel like it was sticking me, hurting. Mm-hmm. I feel like the shit was hot.
Pins and needles.
Exactly. But guess what? I couldn't imagine myself not starting and excelling and losing my scholarship and having to go back to Warrenton. Mm-hmm. The last thing I wanted to look at is going back home as a failure. And now I done went to college, played a college sport, graduated with degrees. Okay, guy. I go home and niggas be like, you know, we imagine you doing something bigger than what you did. Yeah. What? Yes. You imagine me?
It ain't enough.
Motherfucker, you a what? Nigga, you a failure. Mm-hmm. I never left the town. I imagine you do more than what you did. Yeah. Mm-hmm. God damn. Ain't that some shit? Mm-hmm. No matter what you do, people gonna imagine you could have been better. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I imagine you da-da-da. I imagine you. What? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You got the nerve to tell me that, you know, I think you're a failure. That's what he's saying. I imagine you to do more than what you did. Mm. I think you didn't reach the heights that I wanted you to reach. You're a fucking failure. Every exercise, every sprint, you must see yourself. Every day, you must wake up and see yourself being successful. You must wake up and see yourself having a good day. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You must feel good, wake up, alarm clock, and guess what? M-page. Rampage with words. We're going to M-page.
M-page.
Wake up and just see it. Everything you want to say. Flow in traffic, baby. Mm-hmm. Donuts at the job, baby. Yes. Bojangles biscuit. Yes. Beat my meat in the shower. Good God. That's sometimes I wake up and if I don't feel nothing, I say, well, goddamn, let me get you that shower. I'm going to beat off so I know I'm going to feel better then. Yes, sir. I'm going to feel better then, Jack. Mm-hmm. We wait to see if we feel better, but we must feel better to see. Mm-hmm. Yes. Understand? We wait to see to feel better, but we must feel better to see. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If there's something in your future, something that you want, and you're down, you sitting there waiting for something to come, a blessing to come, a manifestation, something good to come and say, that'll make me feel better. No, you need to feel better and then something will come. I want to feel good more than I want to feel bad. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I want to feel good more than
I need to use my imagination. Fuck the manifestation, that's coming. We know the mode we in sends out a signal and we receive. But guess what? I want to feel good more than I want to feel bad. How do I do that? Play the game. Yeah. Imagine what I need to. It's just that simple.
Just that
I want to feel good more than I want to feel bad. And if you can't control the thoughts in your own fucking head,
shit, what can you control?
you doomed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You
that's the only
fucking
thing
doomed.
you got that you can.
That's all you control is your fucking thoughts now. I can't have no motherfuckers having me thinking crazy. Having me thinking that my life is not good because they said, you know, I imagine you, you know what I'm saying? I imagine I have some grandbabies by now. I imagine I have some this by now. I imagine you have, I imagine this. I can't do that. I can't let what's going on in the world bring me down. I can't looking at men cheat and women cheat make me think my old lady gonna cheat. I can't look at the economy and the failures of others make me think I'm not gonna be successful. I cannot.
Yeah.
It wouldn't behoove me. And it just don't fucking feel good.
No.
It don't feel good. This is what you do. It's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all right. And then start imagining the all rightness. Get those images. Impage. Imagine. It's gonna be all right. And then say 17 ways it's gonna be all right. And you're gonna find more than anything, I swear to God on Jesus Christ's precious name, it's fucking hard to do. I swear to God in life. But trying to think of a way, my number 6 reason it's gonna be all right is better, and is not me focusing on what? The problem. Rampage. Imagine the solution. Up, Pink Bear. It's gonna be all right. How? This way. The solution, not the problem. That's it for me.
Ooh,
I need
yes,
to goddamn blow. My throat
Bhagwan.
hurt like mud.
Oh my goodness.
say?
It was at his throat. He said his throat.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my God. We think in pictures. We need to think in pictures. One of the things I knew I always fell short in is the imagination, but because when I understood my lazy brainness, my lack of wanting to process, me just feeling like, oh, that take too much time. I understand why I ain't damn imagining anything. Then I understood that a lot how much was connected to your comprehension, and people didn't want to people don't want to look at it like, yo, if I don't comprehend that, like that makes you feel like you're not smart. But you know, my relationship with education was one, and in the 4th grade was like, I don't want to do long division. This shit take too long. Right? And so I didn't want to imagine completion, and that just spilled over to so many other aspects. So when it came to hair, I could do that shit on how I feel with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
But when you say process, go ahead and go back and think about it. I used to really be like, I don't even feel like trying. So I really like what you said. So I'm like, that to me, that's a good exercise to picture, envision 17 different ways, because that's gonna get my mind used to imagining.
It takes time to do it too.
Yeah.
It takes time. You know what I'm saying? You may need $1 and really can't think of 17 motherfuckers that you can call.
Yeah.
It takes time. You have to be creative. It takes time to come up with these solutions in your mind. It's very fucking easy to break down how it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Very.
This ain't gonna happen. Oh, I'm gonna get put out, lose my car,
We never think on
my credit be fucked up, folks gonna laugh at me. We never say how it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen better. It's hard to figure out how it's gonna happen better. You can't even. We so used to, as black people, to dealing with bad, that bad is normal to us. You get what I'm saying?
So much so that the predominant question when anybody asks something is why not? And that's a negative. That's pink. That's immediately, why will this not happen? Let me think of all the ways this is not possible. When the question is like, why? Tell me why. Tell me how. Tell me why. You get into a rampage of images and feelings, and this is where I think I used to think and wear the badge of honor of stubbornness, or that perceived badge of honor of stubbornness. I need a new word for that, because to me, if someone told me no, it was okay for me to be stubborn and say, I don't receive that. So I need to be creative and think of how many other ways I can get in this club for free and get to the VIP and drink without getting caught with the weed in my pocket. And I'm going to take some with me. Like
Sage.
Yes.
Selective. So it's still go back to being selective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the Bhagwan was talking to me about that yesterday. Like, you're selective about what you choose to remember.
Yeah.
And I'm selective about what I choose to imagine, because I have imagined. Like, now I would think about and just taking the time to think about what I say, right?
Yeah.
So I just said, I don't never imagine. I have imagined plenty of fucking things.
Yeah, because I had
Selectively,
to
right?
all the ways I was gonna sneak back
I
in the house.
imagine his ass,
Yeah, not
just
get
without
caught.
no face, right?
Yeah.
So, and if I believe that, I chose to believe that it was coming for me, right? But we could choose to believe that when we need to, and if we don't, then I feel like we being stubborn to ourselves and want to exist down in the Debbie land or wherever you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
it takes us.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, great lesson, Bhagwan.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. I imagine myself up here doing better than I did. I'm just telling you. You know, old folks, they say, I imagine it would have turned out better than it did, but I hope you like, they know they put their foot in that shit. They know that shit good.
Yeah.
I imagine you would turn out better. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. When I really look at my life, I swear to God, it is what I imagined. Now I have to imagine different. Plies said something the other day that it was a breaking point for me to accept where I am and really embellish and love it. Plies said, I just realized the way I was living was just dead fucking wrong. He like, shit I was doing was wrong. And I didn't know. Now I know. The way I was out this bitch thinking, viewing subjects, looking at life, looking at being an entrepreneur, looking at being successful, looking at happiness, I was viewing that shit wrong. Because guess what? I joke all the time about women, but I ain't got no juice in me. I ain't got no juice. I can't fuck no more. I ain't got but one and another in me a week. I'm joking. What I'm saying is,
One and done.
what I'm trying to say is this. That shit cannot make you happy no more. It's going to be a time where the things that you ran to for solace to feel happy, that shit loses its allure. You have to imagine something else. You're everlasting. You're ever new. You're ever creating. So some of the things that we have in this world now is because somebody fucked up somebody imagined a solution, somebody imagined another way to deal with it. We just really have to stop being lazy in our thinking. I mean, that's just bottom line.
And I wanna thank you, Bhagwan, because I might not have imagined what change in the world was going to look like, but I just knew I wanted to be attached to something. And I'm so thankful that I didn't wind up being like Superhead or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I could have been going down
Superhead kept the rap game going.
Saying, but
I'm joking.
She's help. She changed history.
Inspired a lot of niggas.
Right?
Yes.
So, right, and those men are still in there, and they're Mongols right now, so you know. Moguls. I said Mongols. Okay, right? So I'm very, very grateful for that. And it's funny when it comes to imagination, because we was talking about how people was like, if you don't do it by a certain time, your wife might imagine that this is taking too long.
Yeah.
And to me, I have to always say, and I want y'all to give it up for the Bhagwan, because as much as he may want more for himself or be hard on himself about his journey as a person that has watched it from the beginning, I see a person that get up and push himself. I see a person that's constantly using his imagination to be a master teacher. And it took me a long time to understand the imagination that you saw for yourself, right? And how meaningful you being a master teacher and unlocking the gifts inside of each one of these the blue dots, why that was important for you to do and maintain, and where your decisions lie. And I'm very, very proud of you, and I'm very, very thankful for all that you have imagined and what we have birthed through your imagination.
Thank you, baby. I think she's just trying to get that goddamn guacamole right with that right there.
No, I want people to see that.
She want that guacamole. Sonya, wrap it up, man. Wrap up the timeline and the hashtags and whatnot.
I just want to piggyback off of what Chris said, and this goes back to 2.5 years ago when I was in my boom boom writing, feeling, imagining, and this one right here, Mr. and Mrs. Clark, and all of the things that they had their hands in with the master's class, the community garden, the homeless school for kids, and everything like that. That put a image on the vibration and the feelings and my writings and what was happening in my boom boom room right then and there. So I would like to add to the gratitude to the master teacher, to you supporting him, the squad, and the blue dots. Yes, we cannot be lazy. You know what I'm saying? With our brains. That's why part of the intro is it's time to exercise your brain. You want abs, you want ass, you'll get in there and hurt and sweat behind that shit. And our brain is a muscle. Yeah, so we need to, even if it hurt, you need to exercise that hoe to make yourself. If you can imagine negative shit, then you can flip the board. And
work for it.
Yes, work for that positive M-page. Is that the word he used?
M-page. Instead of man. Because look, before we get out of here, let me just say it. And the summation is, you can't keep no goddamn kids sad.
Yeah.
I'm 5 years old, man. I'm 4 years old. You can't keep me sad. I'm that motherfucker. I go in the room and fall on the bed and roll around and put my goddamn toenails in my mouth. I bite my toenails like a little kid. You can't keep me sad. I'm going to figure out a goddamn way. You ain't going to make me sad. You ain't going to keep me down. If at the least me cooking always can bring me out. If I can get to that goddamn grocery store and chop me up some shit, you just not, listen, don't let nobody keep you down.
You ain't going to do it.
Don't let nobody keep you down.
Do it.
Yeah. Goddamn right. I ain't gonna do it.
I ain't gonna be down in Debbie for your ass.
Yes.
Well, family, as y'all know, we gonna wrap this thing up. We appreciate all y'all do. If you want to Cash App, if you want to be a chaperone for tomorrow's show, Cash App, we shoot you some love, and y'all help make this show possible. We appreciate you. Lynn always put the Cash App up, and the people that super chat, we appreciate y'all as well. We gonna take this motherfucker out the same way we bought this motherfucker in, all right?
Yes, sir. With the mind of a child.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That's the only time it's okay.
That's why I called this Bears and Bubbles. I wanted it to be something that kids could get. I wanted it to be so fucking simple that everybody could be like, yo, Bubble Bear, thought, theme, Bears and Bubbles. Very simple. You already know what time it is.
I feel alive.
Damn right.
Expecting, I'm flying high. No longer worried.
Not at all.
My life's a breeze.
Look at me.
I stop resisting.
I ain't doing
And let it come to me.
everything.
I wake up in the vortex, tuning into my source. I love his voice because it keeps me alive. Oh shit, look at my choir. I'm Kurt Franklin.
And the troubles of the world are bringing me
They're
down.
bringing you down.
I just hop
up on the bubbles and fly, baby. Hey, hey. Cause
everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. Give it to me. Y'all sing the song, class. Let's sing this bitch together.
That's the invite.
Every little thing.
I can give
Will
him
be
a
given to
mic.
me. Uh-oh.
give it to me.
Go ahead, Lynn.
And when we give it to me.
Go ahead, Lynn.
Hey.
Spin that motherfucker, man.
Hey.
Franklin, I'm in the vortex and every girl around me on the green bubble. No trouble on another level. Everything I ever want was given. Every car I ever want was driven. Black and brilliant, educated and cocky. Destined for greatness, man, no one can stop me. If you need the blueprint, just watch me. I'm at the block, it's not a game, black and I bleed.
Woo!
I wake up in the vortex.
If you feeling real good today,
source.
And this
I
lesson has
love
been
this
good
voice
to you.
because
Woo!
it keeps me alive.
Keeps you alive, baby.
And when the troubles of the world are bringing me down, I just hop up on my bubbles and
Get up and dance, y'all.
Lovely,
That's right. I'm
bubbly.
bubbling.
You can't stop my dough.
You can't stop my dough.
If there's in the bubbles, bubbles. Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me.
Indeed.
It will be given to me.
Woo!
It will be given to me.
Fuck you.
Let's
Come
do it like
on.
this. Everything that I ever wanted, that I ever needed, will be given to me.
How that sound, y'all?
I sound Craig Mom in myself. I sound Craig Mom in myself. But the band's in the bubble. Who? Oh,
And we're
Bands and
gonna take
Bubbles
this
at the
bitch
new
out like
show.
we bought it in every day.
I sound Craig.
Handala, Robo Shy, Shakiete, Robo Bobo Shy, Yeso, Shandala, Handala. Have a bubbling green day, y'all. Have a bubbling green day, y'all. Have a bubbling green day, y'all. Have a bubbling green day.
I'm jumping in my vortex yacht. I wanna go to be in my boom boom boom.
You already know what time it is.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.